I feel like I'm. Ouch. Hold on, y'all. Listen, I need to make sure my lighting is right. Okay. I feel like that's a little bit better. Can you guys hear me? Because I'm connected with my AirPod. Hey. Okay, perfect. Hey, reality. Hi, Dion. Okay, perfect. All right, listen. Rebecca. Okay, my girl Rebecca, she is putting out an album, and the minute I get a hold of it, I'm gonna share it with you guys because listen, what she has, you guys, you're just not ready for it. So, all right, let me get set up here. I really don't know how this works because I don't go live often because I've got y'all here and then I've got my iPad here. But so I've got my little notes, right? And there's just things to talk about. So um my day has been great. Miles and his dad are driving to LA right now. So I'm kid free until Monday, which is fantastic because if you guys have kids, y'all know. And yeah, okay, so now here's the thing. Hey Renee, I'm here to talk about like what's going on in the drama community, but y'all know me, like I don't really insert myself into the drama, but some things need to be said. So yes, so I just talked to Miles and his dad and they are safe and they're like not even an hour out of where they need to be. So they'll get there within like the next hour or so. Hey Xavier. Make sure you guys go subscribe to Xavier and Dion. They have great channels. Hey Courtney. So I wanted to start with Meg Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez. Did you guys hear that apparently, hey Lacey, that apparently Tory was the one who shot Megan? And this is not going to end well for Tory. Hey Smurfy, it's not going to end well for Tory if Tory was the one who shot Meg Thee Stallion in her foot. And so that just came out not even an hour ago. I saw it like trending on Twitter. But Tory Lanez, yeah, I don't know what the issue is. The whole story, Alyssa, the whole story is weird. It's so weird. And now Tory Lanez is like out here, he's in jail, and Dion said Canadians don't claim Tory. That man, wow. The fact that he's out here just like shooting people in their feet, like it's weird. So I'm just gonna wait for that to settle and maybe I'll make a video about it. But the whole situation is so weird. I wasn't gonna talk about that, but it just popped up on my Twitter. But let's talk about the drama community. So we can let's start with Keemstar and Smokey, Hannah. So if you guys don't follow Hannah, you should. Smokey Glow. Hannah is literally the least problematic person on this platform. And Keemstar posted this video of Hannah calling out Keemstar, not in a way that was meant to be hurtful, or it was just, hey, Keemstar can't take like when people call him out, he can't accept it. So that's all Hannah said. And if you guys know Hannah, you guys know she said it very respectfully. She's very, very nice, right? Keemstar took that one clip from 1 year ago and posted it on his Twitter, knowing that people were going to attack her. And Rich Lux, out of all people, wanted to talk about her blending skills. Like, oh, she It's a lot coming from somebody that can't blend their eyeshadow, sir. You don't know how to put on eyeshadow. So why are you even commenting in general? But anyways, the whole community just like rallied around Hannah. Oh, 2 years ago, Dion. 2 years ago. The whole community rallied around Hannah. And it was just like, King, you're proving her point. The point is you can't take criticism and you're proving it. And so anyways, people started attacking Hannah per usual. But when Rich got on there and was just like, oh, she can't blend her eyeshadow, what was the point of that? What was the point of that? And then the next day, I don't remember who it was, forgive me, but they posted a thread and it was just like, let's lift up Hannah, which Hannah's probably one of the strongest people I know, because she even said like, oh, you guys don't have to do this for me. Like, I grew up with sisters and people making fun of me all the time. You guys don't have to do this for me, but we did regardless. And Rich was like, oh, she's pretty. But just yesterday you were talking about how she can't blend her eyeshadow. Like, I'm so confused. Why now you're saying, oh, she's pretty? Then he wanted to talk about, oh, it was satire, it was a joke. First of all, Rich, spell satire. Let's start with that. Secondly, I'm struggling to find the joke, because there was no joke in what he said. I can understand if like Hannah was the type of person that always talked about people who can't blend. Hey, Megan, people who can't blend their makeup or whatever. That's not Hannah. So why was it satire? Why was it a joke? And nobody has been able to tell me that. And then Rich came out with this apology, and I think the apology came from from Paige and her husband, because he used apologize with an S, which is very European. And then he used, what was the other word that he used, you guys? He used another word, and it was very European based. And it's like, well, if Rich really said this and wrote it out, no, and it was not an apology. It was, I'm sorry if you say if, you're done. I'm sorry if. Nope, apology negated. No, I'm sorry what I said was rude. I'm sorry that I said this. I'm sorry that I said that. It's not, oh, I'm sorry if you felt offended. No. And then here's the other thing. If you guys don't know, Rich has publicly attacked my good sis Earth, and he's publicly attacked myself. I don't know if you guys know, I'm going to let you in on a little secret. I'm Black. And Earth is Black, and Hannah's white. I don't know if you guys knew that, but I'm just letting you guys in on this little secret. He publicly apologized to Hannah. Now, I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, well, Rich has never done this to me. But Rich actually sent me a DM and he apologized. But it was like, hey, sorry for what I said. And that was the entire apology. It wasn't like, hey, I'm sorry that this, that, and the other. It was, sorry. Okay, bye. And I was just like, I mean, I guess, like, sure. I think I'm too nice. But he made Earth out to be this stalker, which she's not, because in Earth and Xavier talked about this on Thick Talks. And if you guys are not subscribed to Thick Talks, go subscribe, because Xavier always has great people, great conversations. Earth was like, out of all the YouTubers, you think I'm a stalk Rich Lots? You think I'm a stalk Rich Lots? Like, he said No, it wasn't. No, Renee, it wasn't in a video. He tweeted it, and he was like, he took a screenshot of Earth and was like, "This is my stalker. She's the reason why I need security wherever I go." Okay, Rich, like that's not why. And so, but Earth was just like, and I felt the same way. Like, out of all the YouTubers in the world, you think she's gonna stalk Rich for what? For what? So, child, like I just Earth, stop it. Stop now. Because listen, we ain't gonna talk about the veneers. But Richard Luxury, yes, Dion, he needs to chill because he's not. I don't know. I don't know. So I don't even know how we got onto Rich. Oh, we were talking about Keem and Smokey. Hannah was the best person with all of this, and she was just like, when Rich gave his apology, she was like, I accept your apology, but like it wasn't needed and this, that, and the other. But here's the thing, the real apology needs to happen to Earth. Like I said, Rich apologized to me. I don't need the apology, but he sent his stance. At the time, Earth had like what, 200 subscribers? And she made that video for her friends. She made that video for me and Dion and Smurfy and Mark. She didn't make that video for everybody to see, but she made it and she knew what she was doing. But it's just like, why were people so upset at that video when they do the same thing? They literally do the same thing. Earth was just talking about drama channels. Drama channels talk about beauty influencers, and they do it in a worse way that Earth did. I don't know what else to say. And yes, they did Earth so dirty, but whatever. She's flourishing and she's living her best life, and she's prettier than they will ever be. So there's that. Um, so now, and Earth did, she had very valid concerns. It wasn't like, oh, I hate these people because of this. She was expressing herself in ways that people don't like to express themselves. It was very like, listen, we see what they're putting out there, but like these people truly have like racist tendencies. So why, how come nobody's talking about that? Why is nobody talking about that? And so when Earth put it out there, it struck a chord. It struck a chord, and everybody was just like, oh, she's the worst person in the world, and this, that, and the other. And it's like, I promise you she's not. Like, I promise you. And they were tone policing her because, she said, and nothing that she said was racist or bigoted or anything. And a lot of people were just like, well, I mean, I agree what she said, but I didn't like how she said it. Okay, but then you watch your favorite white people do their AAVE, and then you try to join in and be like, yes, sis, pop off, sis. You do the air grabbing and everything. But when an actual Black woman says it, then it's a problem. She was too loud. She was too aggressive. She was not loud nor aggressive. But again, I digress. They don't. They don't. They don't like to be told about themselves. So that's the whole Keen, Smokey, Rich thing. Oh, and did you guys see? And okay, this is just going to be my one messy part. You guys know I don't like to be messy. But did y'all see when Rich posted that video or a picture or whatever of him in his Balenciaga shirt, but there was a mirror behind him and he had the tag? What do you guys think he's going to do with that shirt? I'm just saying. With the tag. I'm just saying. So that's my one messy moment. So let's talk about Luscious. Since we're talking about Rich, let's talk about Luscious. Okay, time out. Rebecca, what time is it for you? Because it's 5 p.m. and I know you're in the UK and I don't know what time it is for you. Oh, yeah, he's going to return it for sure. No, they don't want it back. No, they don't. They do not want it back. Y'all, these lights. Yeah, okay, so 7:20 in Central. What time is it in the UK though? I feel like it's late or early. Is it Friday? I don't know. Y'all, time is weird. Um, so let's talk about Luscious. So Luscious has been when I first hey AR, when I first met Luscious, it was through Rich Lux, and I thought Luscious and Rich 1:20 a.m. Thank you, Rebecca. I love you. Luscious and Rich together, they were like a force to be reckoned with. They were so funny, and I felt that Luscious knew how to like humble Rich, and then all of a sudden they just weren't friends anymore. And then now, like, you've got Nick and Dustin and Paige who are attacking Luscious. And I'll never forget when Luscious was um, in the ER with COVID, and Nick sent him that super chat, and it was like, "It looks like you need it." I don't care. Hey Shelby, I don't care. They were the best comedic duo. I don't care if you like Nick. I don't care if you hate Nick. I don't care what your feelings are towards Nick. That statement in itself was that was not satire. That was sarcasm. Like, how do you send somebody money and go, "It looks like you need it"? And Nick is the first person to tell you, "I'm an a-hole." He's the first person to tell you that. So when you have Luscious, who at the time was no longer friends with Rich, and then you've got Rich, who's friends with Nick, what what makes you think that that was not sarcasm? And then, Nick wants to backpedal and this, that, and the other. And Luscious is just tired of it. And I'm not mad at Luscious for standing up for herself, because she's been nothing but a good friend. Nothing but a good friend. And it's just so frustrating. It is upsetting me and my homegirls. It's just so frustrating to see these bigger drama channels able to cancel or just put out this negative energy towards Luscious. Yes, Renee, passive aggressive. That's exactly what I was looking for. And I know it was passive aggressive because I speak passive aggressiveness fluently. Like, that's my second language. Like, we all knew what he meant. We all knew what he meant. And so people keep saying, "Oh, well, they're not calling you out. They're not calling you by name." They don't have to call you by name in order to know what it is that they're talking about. Like, people knew what Nick was saying, and then just like the other day, he body shamed Luscious. I mean, Nick will say it wasn't body shaming. He'll say it was face shaming, because he was like, "You moose built body something," but he said moose body built or built body. You're talking about her body shape. And then when somebody called Nick out, he was like, "No, I was talking about her face." No, because you didn't say moose face. You said moose built body. Like, how do we not see that? You guys, it's so frustrating. And people like me and Dion and Smurfy and Mark, we've all Earth, like, we've all been dealing with this. Xavier, Tanisha, we've all been dealing with this for so long. And it's just like, we see, but then when somebody wants to call you out, and that's why on my Twitter, it's Sharita, I told you so explains it all, because I've been saying this for so long. And the minute somebody tells me you're wrong, I literally just go, "Okay, you know what? You're right. You're right. I'm wrong. I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to sit back and let karma do its thing." You know what I mean? Hey, Teresa. Um, I just, because I'm not going to argue with what's out there. It's out there. It's been out there. Now, my relationship with the bigger drama channels, me and Dustin had a relationship, and he wanted to do a video with me. He was like, "We should collab." And hey, Malibu. And Dustin was like, "We should collab, and I want to talk about race relations with you and this, that, and the other." And I was like, "All right, cool." Like at this time, I think Dustin was still at his like 15,000 subscribers. And he went out to Texas to be Rich's maid or whatever. And then when he came back, the man just ignored me. And then when I put out my payroll video, I put out my payroll video, and Dustin went along and just talked about me, and he subtweeted me, and I would message him and be like, "Hey, are you talking about me?" And like, because I thought we were friends. And he wouldn't respond. And then one day I was blocked. Um, when it came to Nick, me and Nick have never followed each other, but I feel like we've always been like amicable towards each other. And when Nick was going through his stuff, and I'm personally going through some stuff, we would talk. And I told him, "Hey, just let you know, like, I'm gonna check up on you, this, that, and the other." And then literally one day I was blocked, and it literally came out of left field. Um, Me and Paige, we don't follow each other. I mean, I might comment on something, I might like a status of hers, like if it pops up on my timeline. Um, Ashley Kyle, I did a video on Ashley maybe like a year and a half ago, but it was because she blocked me out of nowhere. And now me and Ashley are pretty good friends. Like I appreciate her, and I'm trying to understand where she's coming from, and she's trying to understand where I'm coming from. But I think that's as far as it goes, as for like the bigger drama communities or the bigger drama channels. But oh, and then you've got Peter. I love Peter with my whole heart and soul. We have a connection for various reasons. But I mean, I've always been the outcast. I've always been the outcast. And people will sit there, on Twitter and be like, "Ooh, shit, I love you. I love this. I love that." But like, and they do this with all, what I've noticed is they do this with all Black creators. They'll be like, "Ooh, I love this person. I love this person." But it's like, can I get a shout out? Like, like it's always like behind the scenes. You know what I mean? It's always just like, "Oh, like I love you, and like you make good points," and it's like, but are my points not good enough for your community, or are my points not good enough for I don't know. It's weird. It's just being Black in an all white community. And Rebecca has always had my back. And I remember Paige had posted something about, "Oh my God, like I'm the only Black person in this drama community." And Rebecca was like, "Well, actually, actually, Sharita said, don't count out Sharita. Don't count out Sharita." And I'm just like, and I appreciate that. And they don't, Xavier, you're right. They don't want to associate with Black people because, like I said in my Tana video, they don't want to lose their white audience. They don't want to say anything that might push their white audience away. You know what I mean? Earth in the DMs. Oh, you're my favorite. I love you. Oh, I love. Oh, okay. Can I get some love? And I'm not saying that like if somebody shouts me out, like I'm gonna reach to like 1 million subscribers, but it's like, can you share? There's room at the table for literally everybody. There's room at the table for everybody. And I strongly believe that. Like, I'm not sitting here on my platform going, "Yeah, I heard from this one girl and she said this, that, and the other, but I'm not going to tell you who the girl was," when the whole time it was Dion, or the whole time it was Earth, or the whole time it was Xavier. No, I'm going to tell you, listen, go watch the video because you need to hear it for yourself. You giving them a view does not take away a view from me at all. Hey, Adele. So, listen, Malibu, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm down for the collab. Let's have the conversation. We can do a big Zoom meeting. We can do it all because right now people are using us to be like, oh, let's support Black people. Let's support Black people, but they don't truly support us. But listen, if we all support each other, so am I. I'm serious too. If we all support each other, we have nothing to lose. We have nothing to lose. So, but I'm just tired of, you know, this person giving this person a shout out. But like, and I've gotten a shout out from, I think the biggest person I got a shout out from was Jake Yonsei. And I got a few, you know, subscribers from him. But and I don't know I don't know who subscribed to him, but it's just like the whole Jeffree Star thing, like, you know, like when Vic and Cam were on we're on Jeffree Star's video, they probably gained 100 subscribers. You know what I mean? Because Jeffree Star's audience, they don't like Black people. They don't. So, and I'm not saying that about Jake's audience because I don't know, but there's nothing wrong with going, hey, I saw this video, let me shout you out. I mean, Katie from Without a Crystal Ball, she shouts me out probably 2 or 3 times a month. and I'm grateful for her for that. But majority of her audience comes to see what I'm talking about. You know, so I guess it's like I don't know. Like it's just one of those things where it's all about who you know. It's all about who you know. So, whew. All right. So that was the whole luscious thing. Can we talk about Jackie Aina since we're talking about Black influencers? Jackie Aina, do you guys like my cup? It says, if you are always trying to be normal, you will never know how amazing you can be. So don't be normal. Jackie Aina is promoting, like she has a brand. And what we do know is that it's not makeup, but I think it's going to be skincare. And I am so excited. Jackie Aina deserves nothing. Oh, Tracy. So okay, so you heard about me from Hannah. I love that. What was I saying? Oh, Jackie Aina. Yes. I think she's coming out with like skincare and maybe clothes. But I'm so excited. I am so excited because Jackie deserves nothing but the world. Jackie deserves everything. What do you guys think it's going to be? Okay, so merch. Yes. I don't know, reality. I don't know what she's going to release first. But yeah, okay, candles. That's good. Sunscreen. Yeah, clothes. Jackie was railroaded. Like when Jeffree, and you guys, as much as like I talk about Jeffree, I hate talking about Jeffree, but Jeffree was the one that was like, Jackie Aina didn't pay her taxes, and Jackie Aina's getting secretly married, and Jackie Aina this, and Jackie Aina that. And then when he came out with his apology video, Courtney, I got it. My mom actually got it for me for Christmas. I'll try to find the link though, because it was like an online thing. So Jeffree was just like, when he made his apology video, he never apologized directly to the people that he offended, or you guys know what I'm trying to say, because it wasn't offensive. Like what he said was wrong. Like that's what I'm trying to say. So the people that he wronged, he never directly apologized. And I know Tanisha and Xavier talked about this on their TikToks, and then Xavier went live a couple hours ago and he was talking about that. And it was like he never got online and was like, hey, Jackie, I apologize. Or, hey, Makeup Shayla, I apologize. All he said was, I apologize to my supporters. Your supporters? Your supporters are all white racist people. So, in a sense, I guess that was their apology to accept, but he never apologized to Black women and men. He never apologized for saying the things that he did about Jackie. He never apologized for the things that he said to Shayla. He never apologized for those things. It was just, I don't even know who that person is. Yes, you do, because you're still that person. And Tanisha brought up a good example about Samantha Ravindall. And I love Samantha with my whole heart. She's so sweet. And she did blackface. But then when people called her out on it, she didn't attack them. She didn't say you're too sensitive. She didn't say it wasn't racist. She literally sat back, took all the backlash, and listened. She apologized, and she showed changed behavior. And there's not too many people who can do that. There's not too many people who can do that. And so for people to sit there and talk about Shane and Jeffree and be like, well, they apologize. Who do they apologize to? They apologize to their supporters. They didn't apologize to the Black community. So they're not sorry, nor did they change their behavior. And people be like, well, I haven't heard them say the N-word. And just because you haven't heard them doesn't mean they're not still saying it. And y'all know my conspiracy theory. Like, I ain't got a tinfoil, but let me, hold on. Here's my tinfoil hat. Okay. So here's what I think about Jeffree, because Jeffree says he has dirt on everybody. I think Jeffree makes people say the N-word to be friends with them. Call me crazy, call this my tinfoil hat, but that's what I believe. Because there's no way that he has dirt on everybody. See, Dion, yes, Samantha's a Canadian that you guys claim. And Samantha's a Canadian that makes me want to move to Canada. So, and then, like, speaking of Jeffree and Shane, and again, I did not want to talk about them, but here we are. They've been literally MIA, and like, what's going to happen? What is going to happen? Because I think, Dion, I think you were the one to say it in our chat, and you were like, besides the diehard fans, Jeffree's done. Jeffree Starr is done. So, I mean, it as underwhelming as it happened. Yeah. And then Jeffree, I mean, he might make a comeback and do his videos or whatever. But the thing is, like Tati said, he's not done. But the thing is in order for him to take down everybody, he has to expose himself. And I don't think Jeffree's the only one with receipts. I feel like a lot of people have receipts on him. So he can come out and be like, oh, listen to this person who said this and this person who said that. But I feel like somebody can come back and go, okay, but you also said this and you also said that. And that was like the whole David Scissorhands, when he was talking about, he is untouchable. When David was, said he called Jackie a gorilla. When I tell you I believe that with my whole heart and soul, I did. I sure did. I believed it because it's not far off from who he is as a person. And then, I mean, he went about it the wrong way. Like, ooh, subscribe to my channel and I'll talk about it. And it's like, no, just talk about it. I promise you people will listen. Just like the Tab David guy did. He just put it out there. And then he even took it down and allowed Sanders Kennedy to upload it. Segue to Sanders Kennedy. Sanders was one of the first drama channels that listen, Earth. I know. Manny has it. I know he does. Segue to Sanders. Sanders was the first drama channel I ever watched. And he used to call out Jeffree all the time. Then he got his little shirt. It was like merch. And he was like, Jeffree Starr merch. And then payroll and whatever. But now, Sanders decided to try to make a comeback. But he did it in a way to where people were just like, you're being kind of weird right now. And I think if Sanders just uploaded, people would watch. But it was always like, well, I have to be the first, like exclusive and this and that. And it's just like, no, Sanders, honestly, just upload. I promise you, people will watch. People will watch and continue to watch. But he was just like, oh, subscribe to me and I'm going to let you know this new exclusive information and da da da. And this was after he started leaking his Jeffree Star voice memos, which that's all he should have done. Just put them all out there and let people listen for themselves. And people would have, I don't care if the video was an hour long, people would have listened to an hour of Jeffree Star dogging people. I promise you. But then, like Irf and Xavier, they did a TikToks, and Irf was like, "This man did not hype us up to to say that Shane Dawson's book was getting pulled from Target. Who is still buying his book? Who is still buying Shane Dawson's book? Because I would like to know." Exactly. Nobody is. Nobody. And so the fact that he was just like, he wanted to be the first person to talk about it and release it. And honestly, you don't have to be, I mean, algorithm wise, sure, but you honestly don't always have to be the first, just as long as you get that information out there. Like look at T-Spill. I think T-Spill today, and I could be wrong, posted a video about Jeffree being dropped from Morphe. That's old tea, but T-Spill is still going to get the hundreds of thousands of views. So you don't have to be the first. You need to build, you have to, build your fan base. But yeah, it's always about exclusive tea. Exclusive. I have to be exclusive. And it's just like, no. Hey, Kamira. Like, and then like when Sanders was, doing what he was doing, y'all friend Trisha Paytas was like, Sanders needs his platform taken away from him. So do you. Like, I'm trying to understand why Trisha was going so hard on Sanders when her and Shane and all her Vlog Squad friends, whoever they are, do the same thing. They literally do the same thing. So if Sanders deserves his platform being taken away, so does Trisha. Like, honestly, make it make sense. None of these people know how to hold themselves accountable. None of them. So, no. And Candace, you're right. Algorithm isn't everything, but if it's trending, it may be. But here's the thing. If somebody who I don't watch posts a video first, I'm not going to watch them. I'm going to wait until my favorite YouTuber talks about it. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it might show up on my recommended, but that doesn't mean I'm going to click on it. Trisha can't spell accountability. She can't say accountability. So, Egyptian, me and Peter have had conversations. I'm just going to leave it at that. So let's talk. So we talked about Sanders and Trisha. Oh, and Sanders just jumped the gun when he was like, oh, there's an investigation. He knew people were going to call and ask and make sure there's an actual investigation. He just jumped the ball. Like, and who are his friends telling him that it's okay? Because, like, for me, I talk to my friends and I'm like, should I talk about this? Is it okay for me to say that? Is if you have true friends, they'll be like, you know what, you probably shouldn't talk about that. Like Dion has told me multiple times, maybe you shouldn't talk about this, in your video. And I'm just like, okay, you're right. I won't put that in my video. But who were Sanders' friends? Like, does he not talk to people about what he's going to say? And exactly, why would you tell the entire world that an investigation was open? Because people are going to call and be like, and then he gave a name. Hey, can I talk to Officer Payne? Like, just imagine. Imagine. I cannot imagine. Can't do it. So, and I mean, this is just me being who I am, but I feel bad for Sanders, but at the same time, it's like you surrounded yourself around people that you know are problematic. Like, you're grown, you should know better. So we talked about Sanders and Keem and Luscious and Jackie. We talked about Jeffree and Shane being MIA. Oh, Patrick, you guys. Patrick Starr. Let's talk about Patrick Starr. So Patrick Starr has started a makeup collab. And oh my God. So never mind. You know what? I'm not going to go there. But Patrick Starr started his own makeup company collab, whatever. And it's called One Size. And first thing that he thought, the first thing that he decided to launch are makeup wipes and a makeup remover. And I'm not mad at him, but I feel like it was so hyped up to where it's just like everybody was just disappointed. And not to mention that nobody really uses makeup wipes anymore. I don't know. Hey, Emily. And so I just and I like Pat. Like, I don't have any ill will towards Patrick, but really, like, that's the first thing that you decided. Patrick could have came out with a highlighter, a bronzer. First of all, 2020 is a year of bronzers. He could have came out with some, but makeup wipes. I don't know. I shouldn't say the only. No, the only thing that I liked about Patrick was his video. And it was shady as hell towards Mac, which it should have been because Mac did Patrick Starr dirty. But I can't. Yes, wipes are so bad for the environment. I I don't know. And I'm all about supporting, like, well, not big brands. And that's just like, Manny and his what is it called? Beauty. What is it called? Lunar Beauty. Like, that's something I can get behind. Like, even if it was an eyeshadow palette, which, I mean, people are tired of eyeshadow palettes, but they're gonna buy it because they're supporting Patrick Starr. Raw Beauty Christie just came out with a palette. People are buying it. Smokey Glow has a palette. People are buying it. Jackie Aina has a palette. People are buying it. People will support you no matter what. If they like you, they will support you. So Mac, okay, Patrick Starr was like one of the first men to work at Mac, and he would wear makeup, but Mac basically told him that he can't wear makeup to his makeup job. And so the video, his promo video, basically like lined it all out. And I mean, I liked it. It was shady, but for that to be like, I don't know. I'm still going to follow and support Patrick, and I hope he comes out with more stuff. And I hope one of it was like I hope something is like a highlighter or a bronzer or something. I mean, that was just as disappointing as Nikita and her. What did she put out? Like a what was it? Like her contour her contour palette. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Her contour palette for one shade. Yes, yes, Xavier, her chalk. Like, listen, and ain't nobody's paying attention to Nikita, but it is what it is. So I listen, y'all. I don't know. People are this drama community, this makeup community. It's so weird. Yeah, the orange corrector. It was all just like chalk. Excuse me. Hey, Korhan. You know what? This is only the second live I've ever done on my channel, and I've had my channel for like 2 years. Oh, Nikita. Okay, we'll talk about Nikita's prayer candles. Okay, now I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, this is who she was mocking or whatever, because I don't want to say something and be wrong. But it was a prayer candle and it had her face on it. Ooh, and Gabriel Zamora shaded her so bad. Okay, this is my second time being messy. And Gabriel Zamora shaded her so bad and was like, what did he say? He was like, you're not something, you're just a culture vulture. And I was like, I mean, Gabriel's not wrong. Like, I'm trying to find where he was wrong, because he wasn't. Um, and then she sold out of those prayer candles. And yeah, like, you don't have to. Yes, you're not a saint. You're a culture vulture. Yes, yes, yes. That's exactly what it was. And you don't have to agree with people's religions, but I don't like. What's the point of mocking something that you don't believe in? Like, that's literally somebody's religion. So what makes you think that you can put your face on a candle and sell it and it be okay? There was nothing okay. Yeah. People who are Catholic were very offended. Very offended. And Nikita still was just like, I don't care. She's built like all them little insects on ants. So people, Xavier, people are tired, but they're not they're not going to ever be tired. Um, People like negativity more than they like positivity, and I'm very confused why. And I know I talk a lot about, drama or whatever because it's interesting, but that doesn't mean like I subscribe to people's drama. I can't get behind people purposefully being ignorant and purposefully just being rude, and I can't get behind it. I cannot get behind it. So, Lacey. Oh, you guys. Did you guys see that video? Okay, I didn't see the video, but my friends sent me a picture of Rich Lux and his headpiece. Okay, first of all, I mean, at this point in time, like, and I know I'm bald, but I have more hair than Rich normally does in his videos. And he had posted a video, and there was like a hair piece, and it was very curly and coily and kinky. Thank you, Nessa. It was like very coily and kinky, or I don't know. It was very weird, and I didn't watch the video, but Dion said that he was embracing his Puerto Rican side. I didn't know Puerto Rican meant curly, textured hair. What does that? You guys, this man is a whole clown. And I'm going to continue to call him that until he apologizes to Earth. Like, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. You know what? So do I. wish Mark was in here to roast him. But that's just like, do you guys, who's that couple, Damien and Bianca? The Prince family, right? And Bianca she's mixed, and I think she might be mixed with black. And she was pranking her black husband, Damien, and she said something along the lines of, she dressed in blackface and goes, now I need to learn how to talk ghetto. As if ghetto is synonymous with being black. And I feel like that's what Rich is doing. Like, being Puerto Rican is synonymous with having textured hair. No, that's not what that means at all. Yeah, DMB Nation. Yeah. See, and that's the thing. Bianca, oh, well, I'm black, so I can say this. Well, I'm not black. And then y'all remember the whole baby thing when her baby was literally still had vagina juices on it. And she was like, oh, I thought you would have pretty eyes like me. Can the baby take a first breath? Can the baby breathe? Can the baby inhale? And you're judging the baby's eyes? And then she tried to say, come back and be like, well, no, like, people always compliment my eyes. Damien, do people tell you that you have pretty eyes? And he was like, no. Well, see, there, it proves that, like, people don't think brown eyes are pretty. Do you not? Thank you, Dila. Do you guys not remember the song Pretty Brown Eyes? Like if you have brown eyes and people have told you that you have pretty eyes, just leave a thumbs up or a heart or an emoji or something. Hey, Mocha. Like, I get it. Colored eyes, and especially like on a darker person, people will always, that's the first thing people will compliment. Oh my God, your eyes are so pretty. Your eyes are so pretty. See? But like, I mean, that baby still had placenta juice on it. You don't have pretty eyes like me. Okay? And what does that have to do with anything? What does that have to do with anything? And that's, that that's colorism, that's racism, it's everything. And I think when Bianca was, dressing up in blackface, she goes, I have to make myself black because Damien doesn't like black girls. So are you black or not? Like, I'm so confused. Are you black or not, Bianca? I mean, there's just so many problematic people who have these platforms. I mean, you've got the Ace family, Austin. I can't be racist. I'm half black. Okay. Okay, Austin. All right, Austin. I can't, yeah, I can't get behind. I can't get behind Austin benefiting from being white because he's half white, half black. I can't get on board with him benefiting from being white, but then also benefiting when he thinks it's okay to be black, if that makes sense. Yes, Austin is half black. Yeah. Girl, Austin is half black. Because I remember he had said something racist against black women and was like, how can I be racist? I'm half black. Well, because you benefit from being white. And you knowingly benefit from being white. There's some, yes, Austin McBroom. Yeah. There's certain people who are biracial and they embrace both of their sides. There's people who are biracial who, they only want to claim one side or the other side. Like if they're half black, half Asian, maybe they want to just take advantage of just being Asian and they're just like, well, I'm not even really black. or whatever, two races a person is. Some people want to benefit off of one or the other. And Austin McBroom. Ooh, AR, his black mother did back him up. Mm-mm. She sure did. But Austin benefits from his white side. And I don't know. It's very frustrating. And I saw your Xavier, I saw your tweet or your message that said that it is a white supremacy thing to say that colored eyes are prettier or better or whatever, but people act like white people don't have brown eyes too. And I'm sorry, but isn't brown a color? Like people are just like, oh, I wish my baby had blue eyes. I wish my baby had green eyes. Why? What does that do? What does that do for your baby? Does that make your baby smarter? Does that make your baby like more successful? Like I'm confused. I'm so confused. So Smurfy, it was Austin's mother that backed him up. So it doesn't. It makes no sense. Colored eyes are so much prettier. Okay, I mean, not that I know or care, but does Donald Trump have blue eyes? Like, are you going to try to tell me that he's more attractive because he has blue eyes? No, he looks like a thumb. Just because somebody has colored eyes does nothing to their personality. It does nothing. It does nothing. You guys, my son and his dad made it to LA safely. But yeah, the family channels do need to go, especially the ones that are just, I mean, Austin's wife just had another baby, and all they do is they just benefit off of having these kids. And that's it. They just have more kids and more kids and more kids, and they just make more money. And the family, I can't get behind the family channels. I cannot. Y'all, like YouTube is weird. In the words of Earth, it's weird. It's weird. That's the only way to describe it. It's weird. Yes, child exploitation. That's exactly what it is. They're just like, ooh, look at my child who can barely string together a sentence and they're 15 years old. Like this is why people like the Paul brothers excel. Oh my God, look how cute my child is, but they don't know their letters of the alphabet, but look how cute they are. And then, they grow up to be these people who they don't have to do anything for themselves. And it's so frustrating. So frustrating. So in not YouTube news, I don't know if you guys saw this. It was a photo shoot that was floating around, and it was two strangers, Heather and Baxter. And they did like a stranger photo shoot, but it literally looks like an engagement photo, like engagement photos. Tell me why Baxter is a whole ass married man. People were so invested in this story. And it was like, oh, Heather and Baxter, they're so cute. I know, Dion, I know you hate this story. But they were so cute together. Everybody was like, ooh, like, look at them. Like, look at their chemistry. They're so perfect together. Baxter. I said his name right, Baxter. And Baxter is a whole married man. Now they are separated, but the point is his wife came out and was just like, no, I saw what was going on and blah blah blah. But I know it was a photo, but you know what? They capitalized on it because it was either the next day or the day after, like 2 days later, they because I guess they like linked up or whatever, went on a date or whatever, and they took a picture and like posted it on their social media, and it was like Heather and Baxter. So I mean, they're feeding into it, and like honestly, I would do the same thing because people are invested in this relationship. They need their own reality TV show. Why not? I mean, since they give the Kardashians a reality show for literally doing nothing, give Black people a reality TV show for doing nothing. Why not? Okay, so I have a question for you guys. I'm trying to figure out. Now I know I do commentary, but I'm also like a Smurfy. We're not doing this. We're not doing this. We're not talking about the names. Dion, we've been in quarantine for too long, but so I know a lot of my content is like commentary, and I talk all commentary, not just drama channels. Like, I mean, if it's trending, I'll probably talk about it unless I feel uneducated, like the whole Nick Cannon thing. Not gonna touch it because I don't know enough, and I'd probably just sound like a blubbering idiot talking about it. Um, However, would you guys like to see like any makeup content um or I don't know if you guys watch Goddamn Zoe, how he talks about multiple topics in one video. Um like, is that something that you guys would want to see? Or I don't know, because I would like to upload more and I would like to do more lives, and like I would like to do more, but sometimes it's okay, Mocha. And but sometimes it's slow, it's slow in the commentary community. And again, there's certain topics that I won't touch, but yeah, like, and I'm not the best at makeup, but again, like me watching, like there's certain people, I don't know if you know who she is. Her name is like Cakey Face J or Cake Face or something like that. This girl does like literally like she does murals on her face. Now, I can't do that, nor will I do it. But I think like me as like an older person, just like a daily makeup or like, like skincare or just something very relatable. So Marilyn, I don't like to cook, but I do a lot of crock pot stuff. So I do crock pots. Um, I buy things that make it easier for me in the kitchen. Yes, yes, Cake Face RJ. Yes. Okay. All right. So like skincare, okay, Sims. All right. Okay. Get ready with me. Okay. Like I'm trying to just expand, and if you guys I'll try you listen, I'll try anything. African recipes, absolutely. Um I'm just trying to give more content because what I've noticed is sometimes people will talk like I do just to hear themselves talk, but there's certain people like Jackie. Jackie could get on camera and blow her nose for 15 minutes, and I will watch her blow her nose for 15 minutes. So I'm just trying to show, yeah, reactions. Yeah, there's just people that I will watch regardless. So if you guys, have any like just let me know what you guys want to see. Yeah, Nigerian makeup. Okay. Story times. Oh, I have a lot of story time. I have a lot of story times. And I actually I have another channel. It's a cheerleading channel, but because of COVID, there's nothing really popping off in the cheerleading community. Um, like when I first started YouTube, it was Sharita is random, and I would literally just talk about like literally just different things. But my cheerleading content took off, so I was like, okay, I'm going to talk about cheerleading here. But my passion was always like this. This was my passion, and so once this took off, I was just like, okay, But okay, story times. That's just like Smokey Glow. I feel like Smokey gives or Hannah. I feel like Hannah just talks about any and everything. And I guess that's kind of the route that I want to go. So I was a flyer. I was a flyer. I'm little. Oh, have you guys seen the video? I think Dion was the one who retweeted it or sent it to me. And it was like, do you guys remember the time where Tory Lane stood up and he was still the same size? You guys, I'm 4'11". Like I'm little. So I was definitely a flyer. So okay, true crime content. I love true crime like podcasts. I love the channel Investigation Discovery. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yes, you can. I'm lit. Like when I meet people, they're always just like, oh Mocha, you're 5'3". I didn't know you were that little. Yeah, I'm teeny tiny. Like people meet me and they're just like, oh, I didn't know you were that little. Like when I worked at a high school and like the chair was up high and literally I would stand up and get shorter because I'm so small. So yeah, Lacey, we're both little. All right, oh, 5'1". Yep. Little People Squad. Unpopular opinions are so fun to watch. Okay. Like when people are like, I'm so little, I'm 5'3", and I'm like, you're actually kind of tall. A podcast type collab videos. Okay. Oh, I've got a lot of little ones in here. Smurfy's the tall one, 5'9". And now if Mark and AR, them giants, because Mark is like what, 6'5", 6'4", 6'5". Why your faves are problematic. Okay, 5'10". Oh, Xavier, you're 5'11". Okay. I didn't know you were that tall. Yeah, okay, see, yeah, Mark's 6'5". 5'2". I love it. I love it. 5'5". Okay, AR is 6'2". That's still tall. Listen, anything over 5'5" is tall to me. Yes, Mark is 6'5". I knew he was like 6'4", 6'5". Yep. Y'all, my son's dad is 6'6". Judge me if you want to. 5'1", 5'1". Hey, Regina. I know, 6'6". He's tall. I, listen, I listened to Michelle Obama's book. I will listen to her podcast. 5'4" with the attitude of someone 6'4". My sister's 5'8". My mom is 5'2". Yeah, that's weird. My whole family is short. Like between me and like all my cousins, we're all short. We're all short. The tallest cousin that we have, he was no, I think my cousin Mickey's like 6'2". My cousin Robert was 6'1" before he passed away. 5'10", 5, yeah. Yep. You guys, okay. Because we're speaking this into existence. When I get to 10K, we're gonna do a Q&A because I've literally never done a Q&A on this anywhere. Not on Twitter, not on Instagram, not here, never, nowhere. So when I get to, I haven't seen that TikTok. When we get to 10K, I'm gonna do a Q&A. So just start sending your questions now. Yeah, like send them to my Twitter, my DMs, anyway. Mocha, stop. I mean, it would be nice, you guys. When I started climbing, when I got to 8,000, I was like, oh my gosh. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to say. It was so surreal. But I am speaking it into existence. So Yeah, yeah. Text me. So, I don't know, you guys, this was fun. This was a lot of fun. Do you guys think I should do Oh my god, he is? D'Angelo's gonna like, today? Because D'Angelo puts out the best videos. Oh, put K-pop in the thumbnail. Okay, Freddie. Okay, Freddie. But you guys, this was fun. Should I do lives like once a month, once a week, once every other week? Let me know because this was a lot of fun. I will. I will do more lives, I promise. Oh, okay. 1 hour. You guys, go subscribe to D'Angelo. D'Angelo has the perfect combination of sarcasm and truth. And when he tells a joke, his face is just oh my gosh, it's bone straight. And it makes it that much better. And he's young. I love his tone so much. Okay, once a week. Okay. All right. Is this a good time for you guys? A good day, good time? Oh, I didn't even know D'Angelo was an art channel. I had no idea. Yeah, his personality is the best. Yeah. Okay, well, but yeah, so weekly, good time, good day. Okay. Listen, Xavier, I'm rooting for y'all. Like, I know you got a man, but good night, reality. Thank you so, so, so much. I will. No, Dion, I will. I will. Like how Mark and Earth do it? Absolutely. I'll totally do that. Yeah. Okay. All right, Michaela. Okay. And you work Monday through Friday, right, Michaela? Thank you, Special K. I will. I'm kid free for the weekend. I get to clean my house. Okay. Excuse me. All right. Well, you guys, thank you so, so much. This was so much fun and I enjoyed it so much. And I will be doing this more often. And if I don't, um, hold me accountable. Hold me accountable. Thank you, Charlie. So I'll see you guys later. I'm literally right after this, I'm hopping on Twitter. So there's that. Yeah. Thank you guys so much. I love you so, so, so much.